How you doing? This is Jay Black of Jay Black Coaching. I haven't been on in a while. I've been working with my husband over at Haji and Black. So decided to make a video because I had an experience, right? So we talk about growth and, making good decisions, doing the right thing, being positive, avoiding negativity, and all that kind of stuff. And I got caught up in a negative situation on social media earlier this week. Crazy. For a brief second, but I still did it. It doesn't matter how brief or how long it was. I came off my square. And I came off my square for someone I'm not even in contact with. And so I wanted to talk about that a little bit. I had and after this I posted, I used to see I see a lot of memes, memes go around and they be saying how people, don't like you for this, that, and the third or this, that. And one meme said, sometimes people don't like you for the way other people love you, right? And when I see that kind of stuff, I be like, this is a little weird to me because people just living their lives. People aren't really worried about how other people are loved or who likes who. We just living our lives, and sometimes people just don't mesh. And after this incident, so there was an attack. The attack was for me, but they focused on one of my children. And she's 19, so she's not like a baby, but she's still one of my children, right? And it infuriated me because as any parent, and especially a mother, leave my kids alone, And so I responded in kind. I did. And I took it down really quick. One, I would be honest, right? Because I try to be as honest as possible, as transparent. I knew I shouldn't have did it. I knew it. I knew God wouldn't be pleased. I knew my mother wouldn't be pleased, which, yes, I am a grown woman. I am a grandmother. It is still important to me that I make my mother proud and that my actions are actions that will not embarrass her. Okay, so I knew my mother wouldn't like it. And I just knew God wasn't pleased. And moments after I posted it, I got a text from my apostle, and she says, who's winning today? Oh, it was like, poof. Conviction immediately. Even though I knew it was wrong, I felt like, listen, I'm tired of the high road. I'm doing it. But the conviction, because I knew better. And I knew there was no value in it. No value to me, no value to that person. And even though whatever they're doing, I still don't have a desire to devalue them, to cause I don't have any desire one way or the other. So I shouldn't have responded. I should have checked my emotions and kept it moving. And I failed and I indulged, right? And I regret it. And I had to repent for that. I really did. Because that was a horrible decision. And so I had to do something that is difficult for me. It really is. I had to be quiet. The person was still posting things. And let me just say this also. There's not much I can say, and there is actually a court battle with one of her family members. So it's real, kind of situation. But she kept saying, posting, she's still posting stuff, very negative things or whatever. And I have to be quiet. Not just because of court. because at the end of the day, I'm responsible for me, right? I'm responsible for how I treat people, how I respond to things, how I present myself, how I present God. Like, I got a lot of stuff I got to think about before I do things, you know? Even with my children, um, I don't want my children in these streets arguing and fighting with people over things that inconsequential. Somebody's opinion of me, somebody's story about my life. That's not my business. It really isn't. It feels like it. I'm not gonna front. It feels like, oh no, I need to correct that because that's not right, and that's not how it went, and that's not who I am, and that's not my business. And that's difficult for me. Um, the person that I am. It's just very difficult, and it's something that I actively work on, absolutely, but it's difficult. And so, you know, I want to make certain that it don't be difficult for my children. So I have to uh, present those behaviors for them so it become natural to them because that's what they see, right? And that's the influence that they have. So I went completely silent. I took the post down. I replaced it with another post about hating the high road. I'm sick of it, just sick. And I've said this before, I don't know on this platform, but I don't like the high road. I don't. I know that I need to take it. I know that's the road to be on. It's the road I try to go on every day, every day. Some days here and there I don't make it, but that's the road I walk on. I know that God intends for me to do it. I know that's the way my mother raised me. 100%, 100% the high road. That's my mother. And I just know it's right. I don't like it though. I don't like it. I don't like when people slick talk or, you know, come for me. I want to come back. I want to clap back, whatever you call it. I want to do it with everything in my body. But what would it net me? What will I gain? What? Right? So then I wanted to talk about also, not specifically this person, but the behaviors they're displaying. I haven't spoken to this person in months. And when we stopped speaking, there was no blow up, no words. I just stopped talking. I stopped responding to messages and texts and everything. Just was done for whatever the reason is. I was done. No ill will, just done. Like this has run its course. Done. And because I am not, and this is my assessment, okay, because I am not indulging, responding, connecting, contacting, they're exploding. The frustration of not being able to reach out and deposit these things, it's making them explode. And it's sad. And I'm not talking about it's sad for them. I'm saying that situation or that type of situation is sad because a lot of us have been there. I have been there where I was desperate for the back and forth with someone as a sign of continuing to care. Even if it was toxic, I wanted it. That's crazy, right? I wanted it because it was attention and it you cared. That's what it came across. And that is a difficult place to be in. It was almost like desperation for me. I'm desperate to know that I'm important in your space, in your life, enough for you to argue back and forth, or enough for you to give me any attention, even if it's horrible attention, even if it's abusive or toxic or disrespectful. I wanted it because I felt like I needed it, no matter what it was you had to give. And that was a horrible space for me to be in. A horrible space. And I spent a lot of time in that space. I ain't even gonna hold you. I spent a lot of time in that space. So today I want to tell you, all attention is not good attention. And you don't deserve the bad attention. You don't deserve to feel loved or connected to by toxic behavior, by disrespect. None of that. That's not what that means, and we have to be at a place where we know the difference. We have to be, comfortable with this person doesn't want to connect with me like that. And we have to move around. And that sounds easy, right? And we have to move around. It's not easy to do. It's not easy to move around when this is what you want or this is what you've been used to for years. And it's not easy to move around. But I'll say this. One of the important steps to move it around is being silent. No communication. Be silent. Be with yourself. Be with yourself. Figure out who you are. Who you are. What you like. Not in terms of what you like in a person, even if it's a friend or a relative or a relationship. No. What do you like? What are you good at? What motivates you? What is your purpose? What are your dreams? What are you doing? What do you want to do? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? You have to be silent to figure that out. When it's too much noise around us, it takes our focus off of us, and we're figuring out about the noise and trying to address the noise when we're supposed to be, boom, right there with ourselves. So if you're in a place where you are accepting anything as a sign of love, attention, and connection, I urge you to immediately go silent. Cut everything out. Everything. And sit with you and your thoughts and your ideas. Sit with yourself. Not today, not tomorrow. For a while, a good while. Sit with yourself. Get your journal out. I am big on journaling. Big. Get your journal out, right? And start writing these things every day. You pick the best time of day. I'm not going to say morning, after, whatever is a good time for you to and focus. Okay? Who am I today? That's number one. Who am I today? What did I learn yesterday that made me better today? What did I learn yesterday that made me better today? What will I do tomorrow to not repeat the negative part of today? What will I do tomorrow to not repeat the negative part of today? Who do I want to be? What does that look like? Who do I want to be, and what does that look like? And finally, what did I do today to become the person I want to be? What did I do today to become the person I want to be? Do that every day. Sit with yourself. I want to say cut out a lot of TV if you're watching TV, and read. And self-help books are nice. That's where you want to go. But read. If it's fiction, read. If it's nonfiction, read. Because reading opens up our mind to greater possibilities. Make sure you read that Bible too. Yeah, I'm going to say that. If you're not Christian, open your book. Whatever it is. Whatever you use, open it. Okay? Make sure you read. Read what you haven't read before. Read what's not the popular passage. Read. Pray and then read. Whatever you're going to read, pray and then read. Because God will give you understanding, and God will lead you right to where you need to be to understand where you need to be. Okay? Lastly, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up on you figuring out you, getting yourself to a place of not needing any attention to feel valued, right? And don't give up going silent when people go loud. Because at the end of the day, that's not your business. It wasn't mine. Still isn't. I'm just grateful I had somebody to tap me on my shoulder and remind me, that's not your business. Be about your business. And I'm going to tell you, it was difficult to pipe down. Very difficult. I mean, to the point of tears. I was so angry and so conflicted about having to be quiet. And when I went to sleep that night, I woke up in a whole different place. And being quiet was cake. There was no other option for me. I had no other desire inside of me. So when they get loud, just be quiet and know that that's their business and they're handling their business. And you continue to handle yours. Okay? All right, thank you for listening. And I'll be back soon again. Yes. All right, love y'all. Y'all be easy. Peace.